everybody, welcome to NURS 616 Advanced Nursing Research. I'm Dr. Klingman, the instructor in section number 1. There are 2 other sections of this course, so you may have friends that have different instructors, but the material is all the same. Nursing research is one of my favorite courses. I love doing research. I think you'll enjoy the materials. It will be challenging, and this course is a lot of work. Glad to see you here. You're probably here at the landing page, which is the announcements. The first thing to do, I'll just kind of walk you through briefly how Blackboard is set up. Over here on the left, I call this the left side of Blackboard. It's called the content area. You're here in the announcements. If you go into course overview, as the written announcement says, you'll see the syllabus and the course schedule and some other information. And there's an academic integrity assignment here. You access the learning modules here, information on the culminating graduate project here, and you can get to the discussion boards from here. Let's talk about the syllabus first. You go in here. My Blackboard's a little bit slow today. The syllabus and the course schedule and all the rubrics are really designed to be your friend. So please familiarize yourself with them. There's a course map that has basically a calendar for when each of the modules opens and closes and what readings and activities are in each module. And then here's the syllabus, which outlines some of the assignments and the course rules and stuff like that. The course is set up into 7 learning modules, and each learning module follows a similar format. So at the beginning of each learning module, you probably can't see all of this yet, should I say, but let's just go into one learning module. At the beginning of each learning module, there's what you'll get out of each module, how to approach this module. There's your responsibilities, which outlines the readings. Then there are some folders with content, and then there should be links to quizzes, assignment turn-ins, stuff like that. If at any time you have a question about the course that's, sort of public in nature, go over here to Ask the Professors and post your question there. If you've got a question, I'm sure somebody else does too. As I suggest in the announcement, it's a good idea to subscribe to Ask the Professors. That way Blackboard automatically sends you an email when there's something new there. And just in case you haven't done that before, here's how you do that. You go into the forum, and up here you see subscribe. So you click right there, and it should let you subscribe. That's it. To post something, create a thread, and you can say, this is Dr. Klingman's demo thread. So try to put something in the title of your thread, and then where you would post a question. And then you'll have to, let me expand my window over here. Then down here you would click Submit. So now if you go and ask the professors after watching this video, you should see my post, and if you post something, then I will get an email. Okay, that's everything on Ask the Professors. The next thing I wanted to talk about was the rubrics. They are very important. I strongly, strongly encourage you to have the rubrics out in front of you when you're working on your assignments. They're fairly detailed, especially for the papers. For the discussion boards and the worksheet appraisals, which are assignments that are a little bit smaller, they're not quite as detailed, but I think you should still have them in front of you. The best way to see the rubrics is to go into My Grades, and you should be able to see every assignment for the course there, or links for each of the assignments, should I say. And for any assignment that has a rubric, there will be a little View Rubric button there. Let's see, well, my Blackboard is very slow at the moment. There we go. So the best one to look at is probably this final paper here. So let's look at that one. And you can see the rubric is set up pretty much how we want you to organize your paper. So if you set up your paper with these as the headings, you'll be well on your way to having it properly organized. What you can see is here there's you should have an introduction, search methods, search results summary, discussion synthesis, and so on and so forth. And if you look over here in the expert column, you can see everything that needs to happen for you to get all of the points possible for that section of the paper. Right? And there's a lot of detail here, so please look through them, through the rubrics. The next thing I just wanted to walk you through is how to get started in the course. Now, obviously you found your way to this introductory video, which is great. If you look here at the bottom of the announcement, it says the first thing you need to do before you can get into the modules is to do an academic integrity lesson. And that is over here on the left side of Blackboard, right over here. So you go through that. I'm sure you've done it in many of your courses. We do that in every course. When you do that, if you go into the learning modules, you will see a survey pop up. That's something we're collecting data so we can demonstrate some of the research methods based on the data we collect from students in the class. Now, that's just data. You can make it up if you want. You don't have to answer it, but the more data we have, the better. So if you want to make up fake data and say, you know, you're 99 years old and you've been a nurse for 50 years, then you can do that. But I think the demonstration of the different methods will be more meaningful if you can come pretty close to answering the questions honestly. But again, it's not for a grade or anything like that. You do have to at least go into the survey and say you've completed it for Module 1 to open. Now there's 7 modules in the course, as I showed you before. Each one is open for 1 or 2 weeks as shown on the course map schedule. The modules will be available 1 week early, so they'll open up a week before the official opening date that's shown in the course schedule, and that way at least you can go in and start reading the materials if you want, you know, to pace yourself through the modules. Please do pace yourself. There's a lot of material. Some of the modules have several chapters in the book to read. We do give you in each module some critical thinking activities that you should be able to complete after you've gone through all the materials. I suggest that you look at those before you start your readings, so you know what kind of things to get out of your readings. Any questions, please let me know. Welcome to the course, and I'm happy to have you.